Now this what you call a good old funky batch of collard greens. Look at this right here. Oh Lord Jesus. Now come on in this kitchen and let me teach you how your grandma used to. First you're gonna start by adding water to a large stock pot. And then you're gonna add some chicken base to make a chicken broth. Or you could just use straight chicken broth, whatever you choose. For my meats, I'm using smoked turkey tails. Now, normally I would use some ham hocks and all that good stuff, but today I'm using smoked turkey tails. Trust me, don't knock it till you try 'em. And I'll never say that it tastes like a ham hock, because a ham hock is a ham hock and a turkey tail is a turkey tail, but they taste good. Let's work on these greens while those turkey tails in the pot stewing. First, you want to inspect those leaves and remove the stems. I don't like all those stems inside my collard greens. I don't know about y'all. And there's another green out there that y'all don't like no stems in either. After you inspect it and remove the stems, you want to roll those things up just like this, nice and tight. And I don't know where people get the idea to tearing their greens up. I like to chop mine like this, like a nice chiffonade. Just like this was the way my dad, my grandma, my mom, everybody showed me how to cut collard greens. We did them just like this. Nice and thin, thin to win. If for some reason when they cut like this, they taste better. I don't know, maybe it's a mind trick or something. But this is how you want them, just like this, nice thin ribbons. And yeah, I know about 1,000 y'all about to have a dang on fit that I wash my collard greens in my sink. But I know how I clean my sink and I know how I sanitize my sink. And I'm gonna wash and clean my greens 5 times the way my grandma, my mama showed me how to do it. You wash them greens until your water run clean. And if you know you're not a clean person, please don't be cooking for nobody, because that's just nasty. I'm just saying. Now, after you wash and rinse your collard greens at least 5 times, I do at least 5 times before I sit there and add them collard greens into my pot. So you want to make sure your stock reduces down at least halfway or a quarter of the way from where you started from. To at least know that your meat is starting to get tender and start to pull away from the bone. Now let's season our greens. First, I'm going to use some collard green seasoning that I never used before, but I'm going to try it out. Next, I'm going to add some onion powder. And then I'm going to add some pepper sauce. So you can use this instead of vinegar. This adds more flavor to me. And then add 3 peppers. It adds a lot of flavor, trust me. Next, I'm going to add some turkey bacon. I like to cut it in thin strips and then pan sear it or fry it inside of some oil, because collard greens need some oil. I don't know if y'all know this, but if y'all collard greens ain't shiny, y'all collard greens ain't hitting. Collard greens ain't supposed to just have no regular little juice on it. You need that pot liquor. And pot liquor got some oil in it. I don't know what y'all been told or who told y'all wrong, but the things my grandma and my mama told me, you need to have some grease inside of them collard greens. So while that bacon over there frying, I'm about to get to crying and start chopping some onions up to also add to my collard greens, add some more flavor to my greens. And this is how you want your bacon to look, whether it's turkey bacon or pork bacon. Render out all the fat, and then we're gonna add it to the pot. Wait, you hear that sizzle? You know it's about to be good. Oh, I play that. I need some cornbread right now. Next, you want to go ahead and add them onions in there. Put them onions in that pot so they can start stewing down. Let them meld in, get nice and tender with them collard greens so they can come cohesively together. Now, if you want to, you can add a little chopped garlic. And instead of those little green peppers that I showed you guys earlier inside the video, you guys can use some crushed red peppers as well if you cannot find those little peppers to add a little heat to your collard greens. Trust me, you need that little heat to add some flavor. Ooh, Lord, look at these goddamn collard greens right here. And if they ain't shiny like this, I don't want them. I don't want them. And you already know, if you like what you see, try it.